done. Um, it's basically like the normal steps that I usually take. That's why I haven't done a foundation routine, because I routine never changes. So it's just basically just to cover up my dark circles. Okay, so before I continue, I already have my face prepped. Let me show you what I did. I used my Pond's cream. I used my under eye from Clinique. I did use this primer just on my T-zone. For the redness that I have on the cheekies, I used the NYX color correcting primer. And for my entire face, I did use my e.l.f. Spray primer. Oh, I always forget this, guys. I do apologize. Okay. So how has the week going, guys? Anything new? It's the middle of the week today. I feel so tired, guys. And I don't know why. I think the earlier I go to bed, I feel even more tired. Okay, so this part right here, I'm just gonna blend it out because I want my face to look lifted. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the green concealer and I'm just gonna color correct the cheekies. And I'm gonna use my fingers again. Okay, so at this point, I will put my foundation. So the foundation that I'm going to be using today is the one from Revlon. This is the Revlon. Yes, it is. And I am in the color Natural Beige. I like to go over my cheeks, guys, because like I have stated in the past, I do wear a green color corrector concealer. So I tend to put a little bit of more foundation on these areas because I don't want that color to reflect on on my foundation. In the past, when I started using a color corrector, I didn't know how to blend it, so you could barely see right on top of it that I was wearing something green. And the funny thing is the reason that the way that I used to do it, I used to put my foundation first and then I will put the concealer on top. So normally when you color correct, you color correct first and then you apply your concealer because the purpose of color correcting is just neutralizing those area. So whenever you apply your conceal in your foundation, it looks that you have a even skin. And I always like to bring it down to my neck because I like my face and my neck to be the same color. I don't know if I have mentioned guys before, when I started wearing foundation, I used to only wear it up to here, and you can, um, well, at that time you was able to see that I had like a mask or sort of, because my foundation was one color and my neck was definitely another color. And a funny thing that what I used to do was, because I thought, because I'm sort of light skinned, I thought like the lightest foundation was my color. Guys, the mistakes that I did when I was young. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna say, depending on how much time um I will just set my foundation and not highlight. But I like to highlight, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of highlight. And the concealer that I'm using, guys, is, you already know, it's my favorite from CoverGirl. Okay. So also at this point, it's just depending of how time you have, I guess. Or you're like sort of like running real late, I'm just gonna say set everything just with a loose powder or with a pressed powder, and add a little bit of bronze, or not even bronze, just a little bit of blush, and keep it moving, and a little bit of lip gloss, and a little bit of mascara. So I wanted to put some eyelashes, guys, on this, but I forgot to bring them here to the table. I did bought the eyelash glue yesterday, but I don't feel like getting up, so I'm just gonna put no eyelashes then. I'm just gonna do this if I have, I'm not gonna say late my on makeup how I normally would do it when I go to work. I like to take at least 45 minutes to an hour to do that. So I'm just gonna do it like if I'm running sort of late, like if I have like about 20 minutes or so. So I am gonna bake. And the reason that I will bake is because under my eyes I do have fine lines, and I do crease, and I do I'm gonna say my forehead sort of during the day gets sort of greasy. So that's why I'm gonna bake, just to maintain those areas even during the day. Let me put this real quick. I don't want to dirty my shirt either. Okay. So I'm just basically timing myself, guys, to see if I could do this makeup at least under 20 to 25 minutes. So this is something that, like I say, if you're like sort of running late and have hardly no time, this is something that I would normally do. Especially if you're like me, that your eyebrows do take a long time. Because I normally take it in the past, I barely don't have any eyebrows. So it does take me a good 15 to 20 minutes just to do my both eyebrows. Okay, so to the areas that I input loose powder, oh, something went into my eye. I'm just gonna use my regular pressed powder. Okay, I'm gonna use the A bronzer, and the bronzer that I'm gonna be using, it's the one that I just bought from Ulta. It's the Ulta brand bronzer. Guys, I really like it. I didn't know. I never tried Ulta brand before. It doesn't leave me a origin color like the one from Essence. Okay, so I do see that it's gonna take a little bit more than 15 minutes. So let's do it under 30 minutes. Don't want to pass over 30 minutes then. So at this point, because I'm not gonna be doing any eyeshadows, what I would normally do, just do a wash of color, but I'm not gonna do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a fluffy blending brush, and with the same bronzer, I'm just gonna go and give me like a shadow on my crease. That's what I would normally would do. Okay, so I'm gonna go back with the same pressed powder, and I am gonna just clean the this powder that I just put, and blend a little bit the bronzer also. Okay, so at this point, I'm not gonna put any blush or anything like that. So what I would normally would do, I will go with a second bronzer, and this is the Rimmel, and it's like the real shimmery one. So I'm just gonna add it just to the apples of my cheeks, just to give me that bronzy look or that bronzy glow. I still will have to get up, guys. I did forget my highlight, so just give me a moment here. Okay, guys. Do apologize, I brought the wrong one. So I'm gonna use the Milani highlight, and I'm just gonna highlight a little bit. Okay, so at this point, I'm not adding any eyeliner or anything like that. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of mascara into the eyelashes. Like I stated, I wanted to put some eyelashes, but even though I got up, let's say that this is something that you're like really running late. Okay, so let me take a little eye flat brush, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of highlight here. I'm gonna add a little bit of highlight here, and also I'm just gonna highlight just this part. Okay, so the last thing that I would do my lips, and most definitely I would put lipstick or lip gloss. And I like to use a lipstick, so I'm just gonna do it how would I normally would do it. So I'm just gonna do a lip liner. And I'm gonna use my Unique lipstick for this. Okay. It's sort of like my lipstick sort of matte, so I will go back and add a little bit of powder. Okay, so to finish off this look, I am going to use my Maybelline setting spray. Okay guys, so this is my version of my no makeup. It is called the no makeup look. I was dying to also do this type of look for you guys. So I would normally would do this if I'm like going to a job interview, or if I am running like real late that I'm not able to do anything else. So this is something that I'm gonna do. So it did took me about 23 to 24 minutes to do this look for you guys. So I think it's pretty quick. I was trying to do it at least under 15 minutes, but I was not able to. So let me show you a little bit of close up. Um, this is the complete look. Bye, guys. And thank you for watching. See you next week. Mwah.